They say that in this country, that it's liberty and justice for all. They say in this country that the court is an adversarial process, and that you have a right to meet the case against you. Is one of the hallmarks of the justice system and due process. But ever since I've been here in Bill County, man, I've been here for a minute, and I've seen that that's not the case. What happens, man, with a lot of these attorneys that you have, man, they're very low skilled, and a lot of them, they jump on cases to do not what's right, but to do what's wrong. And here's okay, and let's basically my case. I've had been here. So I had one set of lawyers for like 15 months, and all of a sudden, I get Carlos Garcia, and from the first day, I knew that he was fraud. Okay, now the bottom line here is that he's been on my case for 5 years, and I've been asking him to file motions and sit down as the American Bar Association Rule 102 and about scope of representation in my case, and American Bar Association Rule 103, and communications, and he refused to communicate with me about the scope of representation so that I can be able to make a firm decision on the representation in this case, right? And so I've been here, and I've been hitting the legal books hard, and I've been learning, and so basically I know all the legal aspects of this case. I really don't need him to be my attorney no more, because I know that basically he took this case, and if you look at the Black Laws Dictionary, he took this case because of boundary. You know what I'm saying? And that just simply means that he took the case because he took it as a favor to get paid, and basically, I've been asking him the whole time to file motions in this case, to call witnesses in this case, and to do all the legal issues that this case required. And he keeps telling me, starting arguments because he don't know, telling me that the judge won't let him call witnesses in my case in free trial, telling me that it's just like he telling me like, oh man, well, I can't call this witness, but he's still in the court, and even tell the prosecutor, Paul Williams, that he's not going to call the necessary people, like the Chief Baldwin, in when that's a critical witness in my case. My other lawyer, Andy Smith, filed motions to do stick these officers to come to court and bring their work product in and get sworn in so they can know that they're going to be a witness in this trial. But when I went in the court on the subpoena, we supposed to be under subpoena, and I see all these officers from KPD, pens in hand and all this stuff, and basically we don't have the hearing. And I hear the judge say basically that I have Texas Rangers that's my friend, that I'm friends with, but that was kind of odd, because I think that was simply to the police that there's some bias. And so when we go in court and we supposed to have this hearing, my lawyers didn't want to go on the record and say, well, I want to go on the record that I can't call these witnesses, but the judge said that wasn't the truth. So the motions that my lawyer filed was a motion to suppress. And so legally, what he's doing in the motion, he's addressing the motion about, addressing some issues in the motion, right? But he's attacking the motion. But he's not attacking, he's addressing the affidavit, but he's not attacking the affidavit as far as the officer goes, by saying simply that the officer lied, you understand, when he got this warrant, and he did so with reckless disregard for the truth. And we were having, this was a deposition hearing, I guess, but he's supposed to have a motion ready, requesting a Frank's hearing, and basically said that, this officer lied, and he did so with reckless disregard for the truth when he asked for a warrant to search in my house. Now, he says in the motion to suppress that there was nothing in there for him, nothing in the affidavit, this, but you can't attack an affidavit on a motion to suppress. You attack an affidavit on the Constitution, and basically say it's constitutionally invalid. And then you point out that the lawyer lied because there's nothing in the affidavit that said I even sold any drugs. There's nothing in there that said I sold him no drugs. And then the bottom line is you never seen any criminal act take place at my house. And so therefore you was reckless disregard for the truth when you asked to search my house for drugs, which was the linchpin of the whole investigation, that I was selling drugs. And the only thing in the affidavit is the fact that he makes the claim that this guy said I got scales and bags in my house, but he don't allege when, who, when, and where, and why. He knew this and how that he knew it was associated with drugs. But anyway, with that, I have expectations of privacy in the house in the place that was searched. So he's not attacking what's real, the real issues. And so therefore, once he's in this motion, and if I get convicted, and I try to raise that issue that I'm raising about the police officer lied, and he did so with a reckless disregard, and then point out the facts that he's showing that he lied, then I can't raise that issue on appeal because the appellate court gonna say you've now waived that issue because it's gonna say the defendant, whatever, don't raise this issue that he now raised there, so it's waived. So, I'm having a problem sitting down with this attorney because now he don't even come and see me. He sends other people to see me, and then these people are not, don't have anything to do with my case. They can't do anything. So why are you sending these people when you're supposed to be coming here and we're supposed to be building the case from the ground up? And it's been 5 years. He's already denied me my right to due process. You know what I'm saying? He's concealing things. He's putting my case out, and he's not filing these motions. And now one of the other attorneys on my case, the African-American attorney, Andy Smith, he tells me that the reason why he was wanting to get off my case was because the judge is not letting them file motions, and he's not being impartial, and that he don't want to be a part of it because of the fact that, the judge screams at them in the chambers and this and that. And he also told me that, a lawyer always maintain the right to amend motions. This lawyer is the only access to the court that I have. But, by him working for the court and the prosecution officer against me, I can't tell that he's a good lawyer because, first of all, he's unprofessional. He's stopped my federal mail from getting to the police. He's sitting here laughing and grinning with these cops, man. These road cops that came to my house, and he's going down, calling them, emailing these cops, and telling them that he's a friend, telling me that he's their friend. But what does that have to do with the legal process? I'm a friend. I'm not no foe of the cops. I don't have no personal feeling with the cops. But when they came to my house, they just simply didn't have a warrant. Because they claimed that the officer that had the warrant, you can't go and serve another police department's warrant. You know what I'm saying? Why they're not there. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's tough, man, for me to make my legal argument when I got this attorney standing in the way. And so these attorneys, man, Gates, well, you know, I did my own legal research. You know what I'm saying? And I'm asking him to do these things. He's constantly lying to me, and so he lied to me for 5 years. I asked him to file a motion from day one. We're 5 years into the process, and he keeps telling me that he's going to do it. So basically, you realize at some point this man is not going to do what he said he's going to do. And so, as I said, I've seen people here, man, get ambushed in trial. And so basically, my lawyer, Anthony Smith, my ex-lawyer, Anthony, is telling me all this stuff about that the judge said he's not going to reverse any rulings, and what rulings that he already made. I'm like, hold up. You know, a lawyer always reserves the right to amend the motion. You know what I'm saying? You know, because if a motion is bad, you have to amend it to protect your due process right. And so that's not happening, man. You know, and it's frustrating to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I sit here and know it's a lot of rule of evidence that go into this case. And, you know, they re-indicted me without saying why. And they re-indicted me on the same charge. So that means that the tolling bill, the 3-year tolling time had passed. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if they, so much corruption, I don't even know if they re-indicted me. And it was done under the new House bill rules. And I don't know nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I just can't trust these attorneys, man. We don't have a working, trusting relationship. So when Andy Smith left my case, they sent some guy, some guy named John Bond, whoever his name is. And so he asked me, oh, you know me? Man, I don't know you. I don't know who you are, man. You know, so you think okay with the judge put me on your case, and I'm gonna be representing you from now on. And I'm like, man, you know, you don't look right because you know it just don't seem right because it's supposed to be a process that you know just go through instead of the judge picking personal people to do my case. Because if the judge has a personal opinion about my case, then he can pick a lawyer who's going to be biased as well. You know, so if the judge is not going to be partial, and then this lawyer is going to, you know, follow what you know that, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, it's tough, man. But this new lawyer that they came in, he immediately, basically, I immediately knew I couldn't trust him because he's telling me, oh, I was on this goddamn RICO case, and I kept him from getting the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? And you know, hold up, man. You know. I mean, you're talking about somebody who shot and killed 5 people, right? And in my case, you're talking about somebody who was at home in the bed. You're talking about all the violations that took place with the police. You know, the lies, the reckless disregard they had for human life, the assault, the hate crimes that they committed against me, you know, and coming into my house, shooting that officer, killing him, shooting these other officers in the crossfire, just like it says in the report. You understand what I'm saying? Pistol whooping me, damaging my spine by putting a knee in the middle of my back, sticking a gun in my mouth. That's a hate crime. They broke Shirley came out. The lady that was in the house with me, she came out. They do it with her hands up. This Adam Wilk took her down, broke her ribs, slammed her face in the ground. You know, I mean, this was the worst type of police conduct, man, that is. But here in this area, man, you know, they do a good job of covering up stuff, man. I mean, when you look at Fort Hood, what's going on with Vanessa and all these other officers getting killed, you know, and it's just being swept under the rug, and this police officer getting shot and killed in my house, and they are hiring a new chief and basically giving these other officers just a smack on the wrist for committing hellacious acts. like they have some kind of fear, and it's like they're being intimidated. I don't know where that fear is coming from, but if you see something that ain't right, man, it's your duty to say something. And I'm not talking about on any. I'm talking about on a human being level. I'm not talking about any color, nationality, or origin, because I don't get into that. I'm saying any man that's decent and see that something ain't right, he should speak up and say something. And then, they're telling me, oh man, we just want to get revenge for the officer's wife. No, they're not trying to get revenge for her because she's not like that. What I believe they're trying to do is carry out their own hatred and bigotry. You know what I'm saying? Because of who I am.
Get cutting edge.
But I'm someone where in my house, had a right to be there, didn't provoke them, but they came after me. And they did it again, and they came after this guy named Reed. They went into the house and killed him, And so, basically, I'm just going through it. You know what I mean? And to know that this lawyer is standing in my way, and he has to use his time. So I said, listen, man, you need to use this time, man, to file these motions, man, and have these hearings and get these officers in here as witnesses, to testify about what happened. But, anytime they change my, and re-indict me and change my cause number, man, because of rules of evidence, man, you have to have a lawyer who knows what he's doing to challenge that indictment and the reason why they re-indicted me, and challenge the tolling rules and read the rules and stuff like that, because what they're doing is they keep you from calling certain witnesses. And basically, if you don't attack the first indictment and my consent, they won't let me challenge my consent, because the lady gave me a fake consent form, and then my lawyer told me, well, the prosecutors don't want you to challenge your consent because they know that, you'll be all right. But they're trying to he filed the motion, but they wouldn't let him argue it. And so these lawyers think I'm stupid. They'll go into court, and they'll make me talking. And it's not a real hearing because it's not proceeded with a motion. So one day the prosecutor in regards and told my lawyer, look, you need to quit coming in here and just talking and start putting motions down. He even went to the prosecutor and asked the prosecutor to help him defend my case. And so one of my lawyers is telling me that's what's going on. They tell me the prosecutors is filing the motions, the prosecutors is doing all. Man, this is tough, man. And I mean, this guy's a fraud, man. So like I said, I'm going to put these motions together that I did, and I'm going to have to send them to pretrial services myself.
You have 1 minute left.
But I'm fighting, you know what I mean?